I am going to take you on a tour of the syllabus in this quick video. If you haven't already watched my howdy video, please watch that first because I mentioned that there will be this video for you to watch also. And so I'm in the course logistics folder, and I'm going to talk about our course syllabus. And so that's what I'm going to click on. So here's our class, and here's the course logistics folder. Here's our syllabus. I'm going to click on that, and that's the path that you use also to get to it. So anyhow, it's got all the standard information about how to contact me. However, the thing that you need to do, the very first thing you need to do is text me from your phone number to mine that you'll find in Blackboard. Text me, please, your name and that you're in my sociology class. You have to do that first and wait for my reply before you take quiz 1, which is the syllabus quiz. So please go ahead and do that. You can stop this video right now and look back at the at our Blackboard class to find my cell phone number because I don't print it on this syllabus. Anyway, you have all the basic information that you need on this syllabus about how our class works. You do need our textbook, but there is an ebook linked in our class at the top of course content, so it's at your fingertips from day one, that ebook. I'm going to scroll quickly because you need to take more time and look at these things individually, but I'm scrolling quickly because, I know you've already got me on double time anyway, so I'm going to talk as fast as I can to make the video as short as possible for you. So there's a section about learning outcomes that we have in this class, and I want you to know that every single activity, every single lecture that you're required to watch and take notes on, every single time you do a reflection journal where you summarize the topics that we've covered in the lectures, and you cite your notes that you took from the lectures, every time you do a reading assignment, every time you take a quiz over all the information from the content folder, it has a purpose. It works toward the Arkansas requirement for what you're supposed to learn in sociology class. And so I guess in summary, what I'm telling you is there is no busy work in this class. If I tell you to watch a lecture, it's not just because I want you to hear my voice. It's because you are required to do that to gain the information that you need in order to achieve the learning outcome goals by the end of the semester, because you're going to be demonstrating to me that you have achieved or you've made this progress from day one till the end. And so in this class, since it's an online class, we're going to communicate often in this kind of way with videos. Like, you can send me a video also, but we're going to text each other, we're going to email each other, we're going to interact on discussion boards, not just me and you, but you and your classmates also. And so we're going to be professional, we're going to be polite, we're going to be respectful, we're going to be friendly, because professional behavior, respectful behavior is friendly behavior. We're not going to be friends, but we are going to be friendly, because that is a characteristic of professional behavior. So if you want somebody to talk to you in a friendly manner or respectful manner, then you can count on that from me. And I want that from you, so I know I can count on that from you. And so that's just our basic netiquette guideline that we're going to have in this class. Please look at number 6 on here very, very carefully, because I love using AI myself. I know that you probably are even better at using AI than I am, but in this class, you're only going to use AI when I tell you it's appropriate. And we are going to use it from time to time, but it'll be clear in the instructions when it's okay to use AI, and what your default position should be is that it is not okay to use AI. It is not even okay to Google answers for stuff, not using ChatGPT or Copilot or whatever, your AI model is that you like. It's not even okay to Google stuff, because you're going to take notes on our lectures. You're going to cite the notes, cite the lecture that it came from, folder 1, video 4, something like that, and organize your notes like that, because you're going to cite the notes from the lectures that I either made. I made most of them for you. Some of them are curated. You're going to cite notes from the curated videos too, so that you can use those for your reflection journal. You can use those for your unit assignments and that kind of thing. So let me get deeper into this. Like I said, you are going to do all of your own work, and some of your work that you're going to do, I'm going to tell you, hey, I want you to use AI for this, and I want you to use it in this way. And so you'll use it at that point, but other than that, no. So anyway, so please read this academic integrity section, because it talks about how you're going to use your own mind, and you're going to be so proud of yourself at the end of this class, because you're going to notice that you have more confidence, that you have more understanding about your place in wider society, because that's what our class is all about. We're learning about society and how we fit in and how it affects us, and vice versa. Okay, and so there are 600 points possible in this class. I'm going to start with number 2 and number 3 on this list of where we get our points, and come back to the unit assignments. But those notes I was talking about are vital, because you're going to reflect on the topics that happened in the lectures. So number 2 here says 10 reflection journals, and there are 16 opportunities to do them, but you only need to do 10 successfully. So please get started on reflection journals as soon as possible. I'm not going to give you very much information in this video. You can pause the video and read this section of the syllabus right now if you wish. I'm not going to give you very much information in this video, because there is another video in our online course where I focus only on these low stake assignments, these 10 point at a time assignments like reflection journals, and also quizzes. So every single content folder has an opportunity to do a reflection journal where you summarize the weekly lectures or content lectures, you summarize the reading assignment, and you get to 300 words, and you get 10 out of 10 if you do that. More information in the second video. Please watch it before you take the syllabus quiz. And then after you do a reflection journal, take a quiz. There are 17 quiz opportunities. I'm only going to count your 10 highest scores. Take as many quizzes as you possibly can. If you skip a reflection journal, if you skip a quiz and the due date is passed, and you try to do a reflection journal or a quiz on topics that have passed the due date, you do not get credit for that, but you're supposed to skip some, so don't fret, okay? I don't know if it says in here, yeah, making up missed work. See, you're not gonna, you cannot do any makeups or redos if you skip a reflection journal or a quiz. So anyway, it says that in the syllabus. Let me back up again, because I skipped number 1. Number 1 is probably the most important situation, although reflection journals are 100 points, are 100 points possible total, and quizzes are 100 points possible total. You've got 4 units in this class, and each of the 4 units at the end of it has a 100 point assignment where you're supposed to cite the notes, and you're supposed to cite your reading assignment and then that kind of thing, and evaluate or analyze a video or something like that I give you to do. And so the unit assignments are a big deal. They are 100 points each. They are high stakes, and they have due dates. If you miss those due dates, you can work with me, and we will figure out how to fit in a makeup unit assignment for you to complete, so you don't miss those 100 points. So anyway, please read that missed work policy in my syllabus. There is a tentative course schedule that takes you day by day of our very quick summer schedule, and it tells you what you're supposed to be doing and what course learning outcomes each of these activities align to, the quiz, the reflection journal, what you're supposed to focus on for that. There's more detailed information in each of the content folders as we get to it. But you can see how the semester plays out, and when things are due, and when we have a conference day each week where you can kind of take a breather and, and catch up on some stuff. And maybe if stuff has piled up on you, I've got that worked in, because I know what life can be like. I'm in the same boat. This is a quick thing that we're diving into here. This is a 16-week semester for a normal semester that we're squeezing into 5 weeks. Well, it's really only it's 5 weeks. It's like 4 weeks and 4 days, something like that. 4 weeks and 5 days, something like that. Almost 5 weeks. We're squeezing it in. We can do it, because many people before you have done it. I'm here to help you. I want you to be successful, but you have to be on the ball. And I've got everything organized in the class so that you should be, but you've also got my cell phone number so that you need to text me if there's ever anything that looks wonky in the class, because if I have a setting wrong or something and you expect to find a link to a quiz and it's not there or something, it happens. I'm human, you're human. We're going to have grace with each other, but you will contact me and let me know if anything's ever wonky. I can fix a setting for you, but this moves fast, and so I just need you to get on your toes, and please make sure that that you stay on top of things. That's all. Okay, and so the last few pages of the syllabus, please, please, please go over it carefully because it has some university policies that pertain to what your experiences are going to be like here at UAPTC. Please, please, please make sure that you are familiar with the campus safety and with respect and discipline and all of the accommodation policy, information literacy, all of these statements that are in the syllabus. These are pertinent to just your general experience at UAPTC in my class too, but they're not specific to my class. They're specific to the entire college. Okay, so I know I did this quickly. I hope that you will take some time and look at it more carefully. Even if you don't, here's my disclaimer. Everything applies to you anyway. You can't say you didn't know. That's not going to help. So all the policies that you need to be aware of to be successful in this class are printed in the syllabus. Please make sure you watch the next video where I talk to you about the instructions on how to do reflection journals and quizzes. It goes into a lot of details. I know there's probably a lot of questions in your mind right now. I try to cover up those questions or cover those questions in the next video. And yeah, just follow the sequence in our course logistics folder and dive right on into the course, folks. See you next time.